Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21.4K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really great promo, especially with FanDuel. New customers, bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets. Go ahead and take advantage of that in the description below. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Big slate today. 16 matchups, starting with the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -130. Cardinals +110 with the over-under at 11. Cardinals coming into this matchup 34-35. The Cubs 34-37. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 4.85. Pitching for the Cubs is Jameson Taillon with an ERA of 3.09. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Taillon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Cardinals losing to the Cubs yesterday 5-1, ending their little 3-game winning streak they were on. A nice win for the Cubs here. St. Louis 1-4 on the road against the Cubs. Had their struggles against the Cubs here. Taillon coming off a 0-run game, but giving up 5 and 3. He's been okay, but he could definitely give up some runs here. Tough series. We've seen it go back and forth. We saw Cardinals shut him out in the first game, and then a nice one for the Cubs yesterday. I feel like it's going to be a bounce back kind of game here, and yeah, Taillon is definitely hittable. I'll take the Cardinals +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Washington Nationals. Nationals opening up as home favorites at -120. The Marlins +100 with the over-under at 8. Marlins coming into this matchup 23-47. The Nationals 34-36. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 5.11. Pitching for the Nationals is Mitchell Parker with an ERA of 3.21. Luzardo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Parker, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Miami on a 4-game losing streak, back-to-back losses against Washington. Washington's looked very good in this series, beat them 4-0 and then 8-1. But Miami are really struggling to hit these last 2 games here. They're 0-6 against the Nationals. Nationals playing well. Parker's been good on the mound. Luzardo, he gives up runs. And I like the way Washington's playing, especially in this series so far. I'll take the Nationals at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -140. The Phillies +115 with the over-under at 7. Phillies coming into this matchup 47-23. Baltimore 46-24. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.16. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.18. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Burns, 2 of his last 3 starts, hasn't given up a run. He's been very solid on the mound here. 2 good pitchers here, so this will be a nice pitching duel. Phillies, tough loss against Baltimore yesterday, 6-2. A game they looked pretty good in, and then kind of blew it late when they gave up those runs in the later innings. I still think Baltimore's a good underdog. You get a great pitching duel. Both these pitchers barely giving up runs, so we'll see if they give up runs here. We'll see what the bullpens are like later on in this game here. I still like the Phillies. I'll take Phillies +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -120. The Rays +100 with the over-under at 9. Rays coming into this matchup 33-38. The Braves 38-30. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 4.06. Pitching for the Braves is Hurston Waldrep with an ERA of 17.18. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Waldrep, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 1 strikeout. That was his first time pitching this season. Didn't look good giving up those 7 runs there. Tampa Bay, two bad losses against the Braves in a row, 9-2, 3-7. Braves will look good in this series. Eflin, it gives up about 2+ runs a game. But Waldrop, we'll see if he can rebound, because that 7-run game against the Nationals, not a very good start here. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is the game where the Rays get him with Waldrop on the mound. I'll take the Rays +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -130. The Guardians +115 with the over/under at 7.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 44-24. Toronto 34-36. Pitching for the Guardians is Ben Lively with an ERA of 2.59. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 2.93. Lively, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland getting swept yesterday, 5-0. Not a good offensive showing from Cleveland. Nice win for Toronto here. Cleveland is 4-2 against Toronto. They've been very good, pretty good head-to-head. Both pitchers give up about 2-ish runs here. So I still think Guardians are good dogs today. Horrible showing yesterday. I think they rebound well today. I haven't seen Cleveland really get shut out this year. So I expect a big bounce back today. I'll take Cleveland +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the New York Mets. Padres opening up as road favorites at -130. The Mets +115 with the over/under at 7. Padres coming into this matchup 37-37. The Mets 32-37. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 3.36. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 3.16. Cease, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Megill, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The Padres blowing back-to-back games against the Mets here. Have not looked good this series, only getting 1 run in both games. Both pitchers give up runs. Yeah, now that it's flipped and the Mets are underdogs, I think they're good dogs today, the way they've looked in this series, and I'll take Mets +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -130. The Reds +115 with the over/under at 9. Reds coming into this matchup 34-36. The Brewers 41-29. Pitching for the Reds is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.55. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rio with an ERA of 3.31. Montas, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Rio, he's coming off back-to-back 1-run games here. The Reds losing to the Brewers yesterday 3-1. Nice win for the Reds after that loss in the other game. They are just 3-9 against Milwaukee here. Haven't been the best head-to-head. Montas, 2 of his last 3 starts, he's been giving up runs here. He's given up 4 and 3 runs in 2 of his last 3. I like the Brewers today. Not in love with Montas on the mound, and I'll take Milwaukee at home. Next matchup, we got a doubleheader between the Oakland Athletics versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -180. Oakland +140 with the over/under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 26-46. The Twins 38-32. Pitching for Oakland is JP Sears with an ERA of 4.02. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 5.13. Sears, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts here. Ober hasn't been much better. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Oakland, though, they're on a 7-game losing streak right now. Losing back-to-back games against Minnesota. Minnesota, looked good in this series. playing well in a 3-game winning streak. Oakland 1-7 on the road against Minnesota. 1-8 against the Twins, where they haven't been good. Both pitchers giving up runs here. I feel like this could probably be could be a good play with both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. But yeah, with how bad Oakland's been playing, I feel like I still got to take the Twins at home in Game 1. Next matchup, we got Game 2 between the Oakland Athletics versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -200. Oakland +160 with the over-under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 26-46. The Twins 38-32. Pitching for Oakland is Joey Estes with an ERA of 4.78. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Paddock with an ERA of 4.79. Estes, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Paddock, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, obviously the numbers are still the same here. Oakland's still playing bad. Pitching-wise, Paddock coming off a 0-run game, but man, his last 2 games, he's given up 7 and 4 runs. Estes coming off a 3-run game, so I mean, I don't know. Both games, I feel like the over could be a play. Both pitchers give up runs. I just don't know if I can back Oakland with how bad they've looked. Even with not the greatest pitching matchups for Minnesota, I still feel like I got to back the Twins here in both games. Next matchup, we've got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Colorado Rockies. Pirates opening up as road favorites at -140. The Rockies +120 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 33-37. Colorado 25-45. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 2.43. Pitching for the Rockies is Dakota Hudson with an ERA of 4.87. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Hudson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Pittsburgh, they just got beat down by Colorado yesterday, 16-4. Yeah, they really didn't see that coming, but that's just how baseball goes. I think things are different with Paul Skeens on the mound here. Won his last start, and he's been very good. He's won his last 2 starts here. Very different team when Paul Skeens is on the mound. 5-1 against Colorado. Yeah, I think they bounce back today. I don't think we're going to see that many runs from the Rockies today. I'll take the Pirates on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -190. Angels +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Angels coming into this matchup 28-42. The Giants 34-37. Pitching for the Angels is Ben Joyce with an ERA of 12.27. Pitching for the Giants is Kyle Harrison with an ERA of 3.96. Joyce, let's see. Got a 12.27 ERA here. Yeah, last start. He's only pitching about an inning, so he's not really going to give up much, but he had a couple of his 1-inning starts where he's giving up 2 and 3 runs. That's why his ERA is so high. Yeah, Harrison, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Angels winning yesterday against the back-to-back wins for the Angels here, beating them 4-3 and then 8-6. Look pretty good in this series so far. They are 4-1 against the Giants here. We'll see how Joyce plays. I mean, I'm sure he probably pitches another inning. I'm sure it'll be a bullpen game. Harrison been very spotty. I mean, he gives up runs here, and yeah, I'll take the Angels with +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -180. The White Sox +150 with the over-under at 8. White Sox coming into this matchup 19-53. Arizona 34-37. Pitching for the White Sox is Drew Thorpe with an ERA of 1.80. Pitching for Arizona is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 6.06. Thorpe, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Montgomery, His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's coming off some rough starts, Montgomery. He's given up 15 runs in 3 starts. The White Sox, big win against Arizona yesterday, 9-2. Really didn't see that coming. They kind of dominated Arizona yesterday. White Sox 1-4 on the road against Arizona, 2-11 against Arizona here. Montgomery just gives up a lot of runs here, so I do not love Montgomery in this spot. And I think I'm going to take White Sox plus 1.5 on the road today, especially after last game. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 250. The Royals plus 200 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 41-31. Dodgers 43-29. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.30. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Glasnow with an ERA of 3.24. Singer, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Glasnow, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 12 strikeouts. The Royals, big win against the Dodgers yesterday, 7-2. We saw a lot of the big favorites go down yesterday. They are just 1-5 on the road against the Dodgers. Both pitchers coming off bad starts, giving up 6 and 5 runs here. I expect a bounce back from the Dodgers, and I know they've been struggling here. If you look at their last 6-7 games, just 2-5 in their last 7. Same with the Royals. They haven't played that well in a 7-game stretch either. I expect a big bounce back from the Dodgers here, and I'll take LA at home. Next matchup, we've got the Texas Rangers versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 140. The Rangers plus 120 with the over-under at 7.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 33-37. Seattle 42-31. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.80. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.19. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Gilbert, he's coming off a 3-run game. Rangers have dropped the last 2 against Seattle. Seattle's looked good in the series, coming off the 7-5 to win. 2 close games, but nice wins for Seattle. Rangers 1-5 against Seattle, 1-5 on the road against Seattle. They have not played well against the Mariners here. Both pitchers can give up some runs, but I like Seattle. I like the way they're playing. I'll take the Mariners at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 150. Boston plus 125 with the over-under at 9. Yankees coming into this matchup 50-23. Boston 36-35. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 2.94. Pitching for Boston is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 3.47. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Crawford, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The Yankees coming off a tough Boston loss yesterday, 8-4. Boston just played a good game yesterday, but Yankees, they are 9-2 on the road, so I think they can bounce back today. Stroman coming off probably his best start of the season, giving up no runs here. Crawford on a bad stretch of giving up runs. He's given up 11 runs in 3 starts here. I think the Yankees bounce back today, and I'll take the Yankees on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 135. Detroit plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 34-36. Houston 32-39. Pitching for Detroit is Kenta Maeda with an ERA of 5.89. Pitching for Houston, currently it's TBA, so we don't know who's pitching for the Astros. So we'll see when that info does get released. Maeda coming off 2 good starts on the mound, only giving up 1 run in his last 2. Detroit, big win against the Astros yesterday, 13-5. After getting shut out the game prior, big bounce back for Detroit here. And yeah, we don't know what that pitching is going to look like today for Houston. Might up coming off 2 good starts here. I'll take Detroit plus 1.5 on the road today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good